Do you know what Lady Gaga and I have in common? We both struggled with imposter syndrome. Welcome to this week's video where I'll be discussing imposter syndrome, sharing Lady Gaga's story about it and my own, as well as giving you practical strategies to overcome it. My name is Dr. Rakish, Rana, the Clear Coach. I'm an experienced life coach dedicated to helping you grow and succeed. Let's dive in. Well, what is imposter syndrome? It's a common feeling of self-doubt and the fear of being exposed as a fraud in various areas of life, such as work or personal relationships. It's when you can't seem to shake the belief that your achievements are due to luck, timing, or the result of deceiving others into thinking you are more competent than you actually are. Now tell me, does this all sound kind of familiar? Let me know in the comments below. It's important to know that imposter syndrome isn't a mental health disorder, but rather a pattern of thoughts and feelings that many of you will experience at some point in your lives. In fact, did you know that 70% of you will experience imposter syndrome at some point in your life? It's more common than you might think. It can be particularly common with the high achievers among you or in situations where you're taking on new challenges or responsibilities. However, if these feelings of self-doubt and fear start to interfere with your daily life, cause significant distress or persist over an extended period of time, it might be worth considering whether there could be an underlying mental health condition at play. In such cases, consulting with a mental health professional for a proper evaluation would be the best course of action. As a life coach, I focus on helping my clients recognise the patterns and behaviours associated with imposter syndrome and work with them to develop strategies for building self-confidence, self-acceptance and resilience. There are many celebrities who experienced imposter syndrome, and I'm sure most of us have heard of Lady Gaga, an incredibly successful and talented artist who also faced self-doubt and insecurity. In a 2016 interview with Harper's Bazaar, she revealed she often felt like a fraud and questioned whether she deserved her success. In her own words, she said, "I used to be so delusional. I always imagined I could be more than I was, and eventually I grew and evolved into that person. Sometimes in life you don't always feel like a winner, but that doesn't mean you're not a winner." She embraced her unique identity and channeled her insecurities into her art, using her work as a means to empower both herself and her fans. She also sought support from her loved ones and found solace in her closest relationship. Lady Gaga's journey in overcoming imposter syndrome highlights the importance of staying true to oneself, finding strength in vulnerability, and using personal challenges as fuel for creative expression. By sharing her experiences, she has inspired countless others to embrace their authentic selves and pursue their dreams with courage and determination. I too struggled with imposter syndrome. As recently as last year, I failed to sign a single paying client through the entire year, despite having a successful coaching practice for the previous 8 years. The failure significantly impacted my confidence and self-esteem. I questioned my abilities and considered giving up coaching career. Considering the setbacks last year, I'm still here and stronger than ever, so I thought it might be worthwhile for others in the same boat to hear about my story. And I've always been keen to share my successes, so it only seems right that I share my biggest failing to date too. It doesn't matter how good you are or how amazing your products or services may be, things don't always go to plan. I set out with one goal for my coaching practice at the beginning of 2022, and that was to sign one new paying coaching client every month throughout 2022. Now let me tell you, not signing a single paying coaching client all year did nothing for my confidence and self-esteem. To be honest, I felt like such a fraud. My social media game said one thing, whereas reality said something completely different. I experienced imposter syndrome many times during the latter part of the year. Many a time I thought about just jacking it all in, focusing on a proper job. The feeling of imposter syndrome really does leave you feeling frustrated and battered. So how and why am I still here in the face of adversity with a smile on my face, all positive and more determined than ever to keep going as a life coach? One, my why. The reason behind my coaching. When I coach, I feel alive and energized, which keeps me going. I may have been having a bad day, but when I get on a coaching call with someone and I'm able to help, I never feel better. Number two, experience. This counts for a lot. Reading past testimonials and thank you messages from the people I've had coaching conversations with always put me in a positive frame of mind and gave me the confidence to assure me that I'm great at what I do and the value I provide to people. Number three, the journey. I tell most people to attain your goals, you need to learn to love and focus on your journey. In trying to sign new clients, I've educated myself and learned more about myself. Traveling extensively, met some amazing new people and spent time with friends and helped many others. I've really enjoyed myself and had fun along the way. And isn't that what life is all about? Number four, mindset. This is key in reframing what has happened. Rather than focusing on what I've not gotten, I focus on the relationships I've made and strengthened, and I manifest about what the next client will look like and when I will sign them. I think about all the possibilities. I think about how successful my clients can become. I'm grateful that I have great self-belief. And 5, integrity. I do think a lot about how I was able to sign new clients. It's not a numbers game for me. Quality over quantity every time. Creating multiple sales funnels in the hope of getting one client isn't for me. I didn't force prospective clients to sign with me on false promises or by coercing them into making payments, and I didn't reduce my coaching fees by providing discount deals. Knowing I'm doing the things the way that feels right to me is vital. I managed to overcome imposter syndrome by focusing on these 5 key aspects, and my hope is you can all take some solace from these points and see how they might apply to your own lives. And if not, I want to leave you with 5 practical strategies to help you overcome imposter syndrome and build self-confidence. 1. Recognize and challenge negative thoughts. Identify self-doubt, self-criticism, and question their validity. 2. Build a support network. Connect with others, seek guidance from mentors, and share your experiences. 3. Celebrate achievements. Acknowledge and take pride in your accomplishments, both big and small. 4. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself kindly and understand that everyone makes mistakes and faces challenges. And 5, develop a growth mindset. See challenges as opportunities for growth and learning, and always strive to improve. These strategies have helped me, Lady Gaga, and countless others to overcome imposter syndrome and build self-confidence. And in the famous words of Michelle Obama, your self-worth is not defined by your achievements, nor is it diminished by your doubts. Embrace your unique journey and remember that even the most successful people have faced imposter syndrome. Recognizing and addressing imposter syndrome is crucial for personal growth and success. I encourage you to share your own experiences with imposter syndrome in the comments below, and let's support each other on this journey. And if you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel for more content on personal growth and self-improvement to raise your awareness, to educate you and to inspire you. Thank you for watching, and remember, you are worthy of your success. Until next week, I'm Dr. Rakish, Rana, the Clear Coach.